Hello friends! Today I'm going to be reading you a story by Eric Carle. This story is called The Tiny Seed. And I think it's especially good this week because we have spring and all of our flowers are going to start to grow and the trees are starting to bloom. We're seeing flowers. I'm spending a lot more time outside. I hope you are too. This book is written by Eric Carle, and he's kind of a special author because he's also an illustrator. So that means that he draws the pictures and he writes the words in the story. So I'm going to start the story now. It's called The Tiny Seed. It's autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Where do you think the seeds are all going? I wonder. Let's find out. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. If you look, you can see the tiny seed down here. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. If you look up here, you can see the tiny seed. A bee just flew by. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on in the wind, but the seed does not go as high as the others. Here's the seed flying a little bit lower. One seed drifts down on the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Do you think the tiny seed's going to make it? I hope so. Finally, the wind stops, and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not even see it. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch, but the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not notice him. Now it is spring. It's spring right now. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore, they are plants. First they send roots down into the earth. You can see the roots down here. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant doesn't make it. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. If you look down here, you can see the tiny seed growing into a plant. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along and, oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. You see the big foot stepping on the little plant. That's why we have to be careful where we walk. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 6. And look, a bud! And now even a flower! But what is happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. A boy has picked a flower to give to his friend. Now it is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower that they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Have you? Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time, the flower's seed pod pops open. You look at all the seeds here. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away into the wind. And that's the end of our story. And the process repeats. So every spring we see the seeds start to grow, and in the fall the seeds get let go, and the process starts again of the seeds finding their way to become beautiful flowers or trees or the plants all around us. I hope you enjoyed this story. This is one of my favorites, and I hope you enjoy your springtime playing outside. Bye!